In such a chaotic world, do you want peace in your life or mayhem? I think we both know your answer, so shalom to you. Here's a life hack to make you all the more peaceable yet indomitable. Today's foundational focus, all-inclusive. On to the subject of wisdom. Pillar 1, paradox. Wisdom is paradox. Now what is paradox? Paradox is a self-contradicting statement. A statement that carries two sides that seem to oppose each other, but then when brought together, they actually achieve congruence. In essence, it's like to say one statement on one end fights the other statement on the other side, bringing about some form of inconsistency, but then all the more bringing a form of consistency. But like in essence, they are inconsistently consistent. That is paradox. That is paradox. And wisdom, for the better part of the time, is paradox. To mean, if wisdom is to give you counsel for what you need to do in this life, then it will give you two things that will almost seem contradictory. Now, if you're here, you're wondering, and if you can see clearly, we're talking about peaceable yet indomitable. That's an example of wisdom being paradoxical. Because peaceable means you're free from chaos, and then indomitable means you're willing to step into chaos to fight for peace. You see? So on one end, peaceable says, I want to be full of peace. But then on the other side, indomitable says, I want to step into any form of chaos, knowing that I cannot be defeated, and fight for this victory until I achieve it. That is an example of paradox. Peaceable, yet indomitable. That is wisdom being paradoxical. In essence, holding two statements that seem to be contradicting one another, showing about inconsistencies, but yet all the more consistent. Ponder on that. Now, I'll give you examples as we go on about how wisdom is paradox. And because your peace is worth fighting for, keep becoming all the more peaceable yet indomitable, and I will see you in the next one. Godspeed.